So you've been rebuilt. Hooray!
I've been rebuilt. Yes. Beep, beep, beep.
So.
I'm like, so I need to look around and see where I am.
Okay.
Well, I see him, so I clearly know.
Yeah, you realize that
I'm on Malak.
your plan to be rebuilt here has worked.
Yes.
And you realize Flo did not rebuild you.
Yes. Happy about that.
One of the first things you notice, though, is that JP's character isn't there.
That's right, because I was dead when JP's character.
So,
Okay,
so that's one of the first things you realize is that it's...
Okay, a little metagame, but... So when JP's character...
Because I'm pretty sure he saved your last memory before you died, correct?
JP's, yes, because I sent him the update.
Yes, so he has an update, so you know who JP is. You would have figured JP would have been the one to build you.
Right.
So that is one of the first things you notice.
Right.
You don't realize why though.
Right.
So,
but
I'm just letting you know as a character, this is what you're seeing, and this is probably what you're thinking.
But does he have? That's why I asked a little metagame. Did when JP's character died?
He managed to get a hold of it.
But he has everything that JP's character has? Like
yes. He managed to get a hold of all...
His comm thing that allowed him to actually like talk to me and stuff?
That he does not have.
So he can't communicate.
Well, actually, he probably would have picked that up because it would have been on JP's body.
Yeah.
So, actually, you do have that.
On his ear.
Yeah, so you have like a little earpiece that JP was using to communicate with him, but you don't know that's what it was for.
Right. So I'm just wearing an earpiece for
Are you?
shits and giggles.
Are you? Would you wear it if you found it on your sister's body?
I would assume that she had a reason for it, and I'd probably put it on.
Okay.
So now, like, he can legitimately talk to me now. So I don't remember JP's character's name, but... So
we'll just say JP's character.
Yeah, so where's your sister? Because now you don't have to... I don't have to go beep beep at you.
The beeps. The beeps. Gone.
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 Where? Gone.
Psst.
You're back.
I don't know binary as a language.
Actually, you can.
You can actually.
It's actually based off your education. Every time you put you know how you have the knowledge education skill? Anytime you put a rank in that, you can learn a language.
Oh.
Unless other languages are story-based.
Yeah, I might give you like a language based on like...
But I had built a communicator.
Yeah.
And gave it to JP.
So he could actually build another one for you. And
yeah, I can always build one later.
Woo.
So, like, where gone? Like...
She has succumbed.
That is not a word you want to hear.
Succumbed.
So you realize she's dead, but you don't know the circumstances.
I don't know how it happened, right? Okay, so are you gonna do something about that?
We shall see.
Funny enough, you could argue what he's doing now with Malak. You could argue it's revenge, but it's not for that purpose. That like
I would say that it's probably pretty much.
I know, like JP's reason for it would have been revenge because he didn't like the way he treated you and her.
Well,
right, and I knew
I would not
agenda.
be I would not be
honestly
happy about her dying, and I would probably blame Malak.
Okay.
Because I would see it as his fault.
Because he forced both of your hands.
He forced her hands, so I would.
It's just you were already planning to do this anyways.
Right, so now I have a legitimate reason to justify myself. I would use it to justify myself.
Yeah. Whereas I think JP's goal was for the ultimate good, I think.
It was for the ultimate good of him.
Oh.
Or her.
Yeah,
her.
That's what I would think.
Was it? Was she trying to take over the Sith Empire?
Yeah. She was.
Which is weird considering every choice she tried to make was not evil. She tried not to make evil decisions.
Yes.
Which it goes against everything.
Exactly.
Anyways.
Okay, so the question is, are
Kill
you
with kindness?
doing the same thing that JP's character was doing?
Taking over, right? Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll help you.
Cuckoo. Yeah.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
Because it's literally, the joke is that, because you're performing a coup,
Yeah.
so the joke is that cuckoo, like a bird.
The coup, mother.
So I was helping.
Who up in this mother?
I was helping your sister do the same thing. I don't know if she told you, but I was helping her do the same thing.
You still interested?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, I gotta blow shit up.
That sounds great.
I've already made another one of him, right?
Yeah. So, Malik is actually sending
Okay,
you.
so can I have the other one of him go on to Malik's personal ship?
Well, I mean, you're on the flagship that.
But he would have his own cruiser, right? Or his own little...
Yeah, theoretically. I mean, he's probably not going to fly it often, but yes.
Yes. So...
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Beep, beep, beep,
His
beep.
little storage place.
And
Whatever. Somewhere.
it beeps in acknowledgement and whoop, goes off.
No, I'm done.
Okay, so you're being told by Malik to report to, hey, what is your character's name? What is your character's name? And yes, I figured that's what you were planning.
Mine's just B9, by the way.
Yeah, he is easy to remember.
Yeah, or Pally.
Pally. Benign Pally. You are anything but
You
benign.
can call me Dog.
You are anything but benign.
Mamat.
Mamat. Okay. So you are told by Malik, do you want to have a Sith name? You need
Sure.
You should have a Sith
I
name.
am a Sith apprentice, so I should have been given one.
You should have been given one. Let me do a random generator. So we don't give you one that's already taken.
I want to say yes or no to this, since it's my character.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I know Malik wouldn't give me a choice, but...
Darth Dinkley.
Darth
Dingleberry.
Darth
Can we change that? You are Darth
Dinkley.
Guess not.
Darth Zittington the Fourth.
Hold on. Let me get something better than this. Let me get something way better.
You are Darth Vader. That... No.
Yeah.
I don't think you can call me that.
Yeah.
Okay, synonyms. Because every Sith name is based off of this type of theme.
Aha, I see.
And we can try a different word to use as our main synonym. If you want. What? Actually, this would be more
Darth
appropriate for your
Tempest.
character.
Darth
But it's usually in
Tempest.
another language.
No, because Sidious is pretty much Insidious. And Vader is Invader. Revan was his actual name.
Well,
And
be
Malik
fair.
and Malik was his reappropriated name because his original name was Alec. He just added an M to the beginning of his name.
to be fair, technically
Plus, you know,
speaking,
Mal.
Vader is also father. Or father.
But that's not what he
Yeah,
was.
it's supposed to be Invader, I got you.
Yeah.
Darth Twinge. No.
Darth Cramp.
Darth Prick.
Darth Siegheil.
No, like there's because we're using pain as the main synonym. There's one for prick and Darth Prick.
Black penis. All right.
You know, technically, depending how long I decide to let your character live, we can name you Darth Scion.
There you go.
Depending, I know that some fans who know what I'm talking about will get upset, but we could do it. Although you will go through a lot more pain than you already have if you're going to become Scion. I'm going to tell you that now.
Darth Tempest. If you want to do that right now. Darth.
That's actually a pretty good one, and that is not taken.
I know that's not taken. That's the name I wanted to appropriate myself, but I'm giving it to you.
Just so you know, if you do take the Scion, you will eventually end up looking like this.
I see nothing wrong with that. Sexy.
But you will basically be immortal almost.
Yeah, we'll go with 9. We'll see if he dies or not. I'm sure they reuse names too.
Yeah. They probably have. So, Scion it is.
Darth Scion the Second.
No, see, they ignore what happened to the first guy because everything was so bad with the first guy. They were just like, Nah.
He was weak.
Anyways, so you are reported to go see Darth Sion and to basically just be one of his new lieutenants.
Okay.
So you walk over and you kind of know your way around the ship. It's you're still getting used to everything.
Okay.
So
Well, I skip my merry ass over to report to Darth.
Darth Sion. All right. So do you knock on the door or?
In true fashion.
I would say
Alright.
you Jedi. In my most
No,
aggressive.
Because he knows who you are. Like
Right.
he can sense it.
if you see one.
Jedi. Fuck.
Well,
For some reason, he's been coming
we're all
out
Dark Jedi
after
here.
nights.
I'm technically a Sith now, but I mean,
But
Oh, I started out as a Dark
you're still technically a Dark Jedi. You have not
4 o'clock.
made it to Sith level.
Um,
Sith level is actually in this empire. It's actually hard to become an actual Sith.
it's a rank.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
rank. Whereas
It's like how Tarkin was like
Alright.
Grand Moff.
the Grand Moff. It's kind of like that, like governor basically.
Yeah.
Like it's planet.
Whereas-
you basically
whereas-
rule a planet.
Whereas basically, if you
Or a
were,
system.
whereas in the case of you, since you were a Jedi who happened to flow in, you're just a Dark Jedi until you get a master who's like,
Yeah.
And then we'll
Here's
carry
their
it to
title.
Sith. Yeah. It's like Sith control like planets and systems, yeah.
Yeah.
In the Empire. Sith
and
Empire.
until then, you don't really get a Darth name either.
Yeah.
So you don't get one until someone gets it.
Alright.
You have to basically earn it.
Yeah.
But in a way, this is your chance because
This is your chance. I mean,
basically Darth Malak gave you the ultimate chance to have a master, and but you're also competing with other lieutenants that this guy already has.
right.
So, real
I
quick.
killed all them motherfuckers.
Uh-huh.
So I have said Neo Jedi in my most intimidating.
So you open the door and say that, or do you not?
Well, I would open the door at the Force or something.
Yeah.
Like I would.
So
I would just have it swing open. I
okay,
don't
so
know
you
if it's
just
a
so you
Force.
just see the strong pull of.
And I would not even be looking at you. I'd be like staring out the big windows that are for some reason always in these fucking ships.
Now, did you what paint scheme did you have for this one? Because he's been Republic colors in the previous. He's been red and gray. Well, I forget the color I
would
used, but-
obviously rebuild it in Sith colors, in black.
okay, so red and black.
You'd be Sith in black colors.
Oh, yeah.
It's way cooler.
Yeah.
Way
Cover
cooler.
was like queer. So, he's reporting to you.
Yeah.
So you're in the room. I mean,
Yeah, so you'll see like the little droid there.
So, can you.
So if we just made a canon that my room is for some reason on the whole of the ship with a big ass window.
So,
Remember how Vader has his little area?
Yeah.
He has a big window. I want something like that.
Okay.
so, can you roll for my mechanic
Mhm.
so I can build another earpiece?
All right. So what's your
My mechanics are. I have 2 ranks.
okay? And what's
and
your
my
intelligence?
Intelligence is 3.
All right. So 2 yellow, 1 green. Boom. Done. And there's like it's actually perfect. There's like no crackling or anything.
Nice. So I'm gonna give you that earpiece so you can hear me.
Sweet.
So all of a sudden you see the droid pop out a little earpiece. And it appears like it's trying to hand it to you.
It's got the little flippy offy fingers that BB-8 has. It's just like holding it up like this. The little flame thing it did, like an actual hand.
Yeah, so before your colors had been red and yellow, but now you're red and black.
JP said tell him to suck my dick. I'm sure he'll like that.
I'm not that hungry. I'll never be that hungry.
You don't have one.
Oh,
Oh, is this
for
character
J.
another female?
No, this one. Is this one?
My character's female.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not my
But
JP.
yes, JP's is also female.
Oh,
Is it for the new one?
Yeah.
So the master's female.
Yes.
Oh,
Y'all's old master.
yeah. I told him about how he's playing the Jedi, the master of them. He basically saw on the news what happened
Basically, a news broadcast. It's like,
because he happened to be on a Sith planet, and because Serpendal is a Sith planet, so they would have broadcast something like that would have been broadcasted, especially since it's like Malak has an apprentice.
Malak has an apprentice.
I'm not sure it'd be broadcasted, but it would probably be like common. I mean, it would be.
Well, plus the fight was done very much in like a duel style, to where it was like there was
the
an
other
audience.
Sith would know.
Yeah.
It would come out, but I don't think it would probably be like.
Something like that, I think, would be because it is kind of important for
It's
morality
important for
reasons.
Sith to
It's
know,
well,
not super
I think it would be
important.
important for morale reasons.
Okay.
On a Sith world, it would be important for morale for like the common non-Force user Sith to be like, oh, that's cool. Now our leader has somebody that can replace. It's basically like having a vice president.
Okay.
You are,
I forget that Malak is Revan now.
yeah, which means he would need like some sort of vice
Right.
under him.
So basically, I'm vice president of the Empire at this point.
Yeah,
Okay.
like you answer to nobody but Malak at this point, which is why you have so many lieutenants.
But he's a ball off on him.
Yeah.
My unit's
Yeah.
basically a ball.
Hey, look, we're playing a tabletop game. You have to have puns.
Exactly.
All tabletop games have puns. All right, so you walk in and you hear him say "kneel" in a booming voice.
Because for some reason, booming voice comes out of the non-moving jaw, metal jaw. It's a speaker. I had to put it in.
Can it be a powerful?
I mean, you saw how it looked. It has like a little mic type thing. It looks like.
Can I be a powerful enough seeker to just like put the image in his head that I kneeled?
Do you want to tempt fate?
Because then you die. I mean, you're on it. You would have to take out Malak, me, and a whole ship.
Because basically everybody will do
And
what
I
he
have
says.
a higher force rating than you do. So,
And he rolled higher today.
I would probably be able to sense it at the very least.
He has a
be
good
doing
day.
something.
He's having a good day. So,
Fine.
okay.
Louder for the mic.
You kneeled, you said?
Yes, I knelt to the floor.
What
You
a bitch. While facing away from you, staring out this window into endless space, my billowing black cloak behind me because I'm awesome.
are you
And I'm also
are
a
you
diva,
using
kinda like-
so are you using the force? Are you going to be Vader and are you going to use the force to make your cape flow?
No, there's a little machine that's set up right in front of me.
Okay.
It's a vent, and
It's got a
it's
little vent.
specifically...
So, good news.
Yeah.
The Code of the Sith is canon because it is indirectly mentioned in the Darth Maul comic. It appears in the Altar of Mortis Clone Wars episode, fragmented.
Mhm.
It appears. Another fragment appears in the Brothers episode. Another fragment appears in Rebels, and then the entire thing, first identified as the Code of the Sith, is in a junior novel, Guardian of the Wills,
Right.
about Churu.
Yeah.
So it is officially canon with the exact same. It's the exact same.
Okay.
So nothing changed.
So while I'm standing there, I'm staring off into deep space, watching your reflection for your reaction, but not letting you see that. I recite the Sith code, which is: peace is a lie, there is only passion. Through passion I gain strength, through strength I gain power. Through power I gain victory, through victory my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. And I say nothing else. So as you're kneeling there, I just randomly recite this thing.
And I'm gonna guess
I
you would.
respond with, "There must be both dark and light. I will do what I must to keep the balance, as balance is what I
Before
hold
you
on."
finish, just let you know, if you're not a Sith or part of the Sith Empire and you are just a gray Jedi and I know that, I will kill you.
Why? I'm
Because
neither
you are
dark
now
nor
my,
light.
you are basically my apprentice now.
Okay.
You're my lieutenant.
Fine. Then I repeat it. And I'm intelligent enough to have memorized it just that one time.
Well, I mean, you probably have heard it.
It's probably posted like everywhere.
It's probably been something like as soon as you went from Jedi to Sith was drilled into your head.
Right. As soon as you changed empires, you were probably taught it.
You were basically brainwashed with it.
very quickly.
I mean, it's been 6 months since this change, so you should know it.
If you didn't, do you really deserve to live at this point? Right.
So he knows it.
Okay. You know.
So,
As a character, it makes sense that you would know it. What else are you gonna do at this point? I mean, he's
I
still
was
kneeling.
I was called to report. What do you want?
What do you want?
What do you want?
Such a great reaction.
That's what he's gonna want in a minute if you keep this up.
I say,
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean this in the most respectful way. What is it you desire most, my lord?
better.
It's a step in the right direction.
I say, loyalty, power, and vengeance.
I got all those.
Don't piss him off. He's whispering in your little calm. Don't piss him off. He'll kill you. I've been here 5 minutes and he's already killed like 4 people.
Total lie, but
Total lie, but also believable at this point.
because honestly, he has a reputation preceding him, especially
For
since,
murdering people.
especially, and not caring who he murders, at least to the public view.
Right.
To the public view, he doesn't care.
Well, seeing at least one public view, I have murdered an entire village by myself.
And your
and
sister.
my own sister, yes.
So to the public, he doesn't care. Although privately, he does.
About one of them.
Well, yeah, at least his sister. But so to your view, he's this powerful guy who could easily kill you if he wished, and he would take no second thought.
Hi.
And this is the guy. And this is the guy you've been. And this is the guy you've been reported to basically
Offhandedly.
potentially be apprenticed to.
Or you could potentially be there to execute you for no reason because it's Malak.
Yeah, because Malak could be like, that's
I'm not going to do that. Yeah.
you haven't given him a reason.
I don't know what else is going on in the universe right now.
Well, I mean, the war's still going on. You're trying to push it to an end by getting rid of Malak, though.
Right.
So, or at least you're not really trying to push it to an end, but
My own end.
yeah.
Alright,
But I mean, you could easily let him in on the information. You don't have to.
right.
Currently, all you know is that your guy is already on planet waiting to meet up with the contacts, who you don't know are people you already know.
So I say, what do you think of the war, Lieutenant?
Ongoing. Needs to stop. Because I'm tired of fighting bullshit. This is a futile battle between, a losing side and us.
Vision.
What do I roll?
No, you're getting a vision.
Okay.
All of a sudden, you see his face kind of go off somewhere. Not That's So Raven style, although that would be hilarious. What if every time you got a vision, that's how you did it?
Let it be known that all of us, besides Jeff, just made the That's So Raven face.
Yeah, I didn't watch much TV as a kid.
That's fine. So,
It was something like
I mean, it's a pretty funny show. Yeah, it's a great show. In case you couldn't understand that, that was B9 telling you that you should help us out by joining our Patreon, which is linked down below. He also said that if you don't, that you guys will end up like Onderon. B9, I don't think we can do that. Beep, 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 beep. No, seriously, we can't. Burp, burp. Because. Burp, 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 burp. No, seriously, stop. Burp.